Welcome back to You Can Do It. Today we're working on a Mini R56 Cooper S. It doesn't really matter, it's the same for all the Minis pretty much. But basically we've got a fault, which I'll show you later, coming up on the dashboard saying that the brake pads service, take it to a garage, the brake pads. So okay, if you get that warning, that generally is trying to tell you that the engine thinks, or the ECU thinks, that the car needs some new brake pads, which might be the case, or it might not be. So I know, for instance, when we did the engine refresh on here, they've got new pads on it. So I know there's a bit of a mismatch. So a quick way to check, although I advise you to go to the garage if you get the light, so don't follow me. But if you go down here, look, can you see there, look, how much I've got? A good, like, what, 13, 14 mil of brake pads there. So I now know that those brake pads are fine. Okay, so that's generally telling me, because the wear indicator is on this wheel, on this setup. So what that generally means is that we've had new pads in here, but we haven't reset the alarm in the car. So there's a bit of a mix match, because the car's got a system where it tells you to change the pads after so many thousand. So what happens is when we come in here, if you turn the ignition on, look, you get that red that light up there, which is basically your parking light. But if I start it, yeah, look, I've got the service manual there, and it comes on here. Oh, it's really hard to see, but it's basically saying in German that the brakes go to the nearest mini service centre. Okay, so you get that on there. So as we've just gone and checked now, is change the service indicator here. Now you do this if you've just changed your brake pads, for instance, and you put new ones in. Okay, so what we do is we go through here, and you can't get rid of this by clearing the fault code with a reader. So you go to set info, keep your finger on the button. That's the button is there, I'm pushing, and then keep scrolling through here, check info, service info. When you get to service info, then push this button here, just keep your finger on it for a few seconds. There you are. So now that's what it's telling. Look, it's saying there, the front brake indicator thinks it's sort of 60 kilometers past being sort of the check stage or renewal stage. I've got to go back quickly, hang on. Let me go back. So when we're here, that's saying the front brakes. If I press it again, it's saying what's that? The brake fluid. That's the brake fluid change. I don't know what that is. Same again on the back. That's your oil change. Okay, so that's brakes at the back, which we don't want to do. We want to do brakes at the front. So we've got to this one. You see it says minus 60. Now if I push my finger on here, hold your finger in, and it'll go to reset. Let your finger off, push your finger back on again, and it goes to that countdown. Keep your finger on, keeping it held on the end of the stalk, and it should, it's not resetting itself. Okay, so we press the button to hold the reset, look. Press the button again and hold it, and then the clock comes, and you'll see it should reset, but it won't reset. So that's telling me there's something wrong with the sensor, because the sensor is telling the computer that, look, you can't reset it. So we need to take the wheel off and check the sensor out. So let's go and do that. Okay, we're outside. Let's just jack this up on the mount there. Jack it up, put an axle stand underneath it so it's safe, and we'll whip that wheel off and we'll have a look at the sensor. Okay, jacked it up, it's on an axle stand, wheels off, look. And you can see here, look, that the sensor's come out, which is why I couldn't reset it. So I think that sensor actually was a bit shitty there, and the metal bit's gone out of it, and I think we've locked the metal bit's not in there. So I thought I planned ahead here, and I've ordered a new sensor from Amazon, which I'll put a link on the video. So what we'll do is we'll put a whole new sensor on. So let's go and get the new sensor. So here's the new sensors that have arrived. The one that we want, there's two, one's for the rear. There's two sensors on the Mini, one's for the rear, one's for the front. The one that we want is this one here with the white cap and the three lines. That's the front. Okay, white cap, 3 lines. Now this sensor comes here, up here, down here, then it goes around the back here to the thing. Now you've got a choice. You can take the wheel arch liner out, or you can go from underneath. So let me lie on the ground underneath, and we'll shine a torch up and you'll see what I'm trying to get at. All right, we're underneath looking up for something. Yeah, you can see the sensor there. Yeah, the bottom one, the white one. So we just need to unclip that, and the cable goes around the side there, and then pops out the wheel arch. So rather than take that wheel arch, I'm just going to unclip that there, and we'll get that cable out.
All right, to get it out, there's a little thing there. Look, you push that little clip there, and it comes out. So I'm now going to get back out the other side, and we'll pull that cable back through.
That literally just comes out from behind that panel there like that. Look, and then you can see that it clips here to the, I think it's the ABS sensor. So you just have to unclip these, unclip this. There's a little one there which will undo, and then this whole thing will come off. Now here, just look, take that off like that. Come off there. All right. This one has got a little rubber thing there. Look, so that's come off. That one, again, is just that one there is just a thing that comes off there, and that one there is just a clipper there. Look. Then the whole thing's off. So that's your sensor cable there. Look, and the metal bit's gone there, which I presume that's a metal as it goes around there, and that clips it in there. Then see, that's corroded. See it there, so I reckon that's, yeah. Okay, so let's get the new one out of our box here, which is the one I just said. That cable there, like that. All right. So let me just, I need 2 hands for that. Let me just thread that back. So that one there clips in like that, just like that. That one there clips in there, and this one here down here, look, clips in there. There's a little thin bit to go in there. All right, I'm not going to push that in yet. I'm going to now thread that one back through there and reconnect it.
Okay, so we're back inside. Here's the cable, and look, if you look at the end of that, it's got a shape to it. Look there, sort of like a hammerhead to it, and then there's the one that you've got to make sure you get it to the right way around there. So that's like that. Yeah, so I'll connect those two up. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's clipped in there, and that goes around there. And make sure there's another little clip on that part on the cable, and make sure that's clipped in so that this cable is not rubbing on your gearbox. Otherwise, you'll rub through the cable. Yeah, that's all got to be clear around there. Okay, so let's go back outside. So back here, so just make sure that those cables are clipped. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, that's all clipped in there. Make sure that's all clipped there nicely so that doesn't rub on the gearbox, and that's in there. Okay, so now we're just going to push that into the groove in the brake pads there. I'll push that in there nice and clip that in. Okay, and then we'll go and we'll check it inside. Okay, so let me do that, and then we'll go and check inside. Started. I didn't need to do that, but I'm just going to flick through to. There you are. Keep your finger on that. There you are. Checking your service info. Push here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you are. -30. Now let's see if I can reset it. Hold it on the end of the stalk. There you are. Reset. Then press again. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Now the clock's going. There we are. It's reset itself for 60,000 kilometers. Brilliant. So that's it, job done. So now we've reset the thing. It's come out. I mean, that light is on because my handbrake is on. If I take that off, yeah, look, it's gone, and it's gone from there. So that is how you clear your fault with the brake pads. So obviously I didn't need to change the brake pads, but if you do need to change the brake pads, you must change them. So if you do get that fault, go and get it checked by a garage or yourself. Check that your brake pads do in fact need changing or not, and if they don't need changing, then it's just that the sensor's faulty or something like that. But if you change your brake pads, you're going to probably have to change the sensor anyway, because it wears down and it shorts out. So yeah, there you go. I hope this video has helped people. Just remember, like and subscribe. Always helps the channel, helps us progress, and just remember, you can do it.